Hey mama, it's been a while, but I think I finally see this life ain't about the thrills or the ways of society. I'm growing tired of all the things everybody says I should be. I just wanna be left alone to do whatever I please. I still can't really say what it is I'm looking for, but I'll gladly left behind the way I was before. There are days I wish I wasn't telling misery, but I think I'm coming around to a life that I believe. Hey mama, remember when I wouldn't even say hello?
What's going on, everybody? Frank here for the Bakersfield Gentlemen with some great news to give to you guys. Our good buddy Hack over at Vintage Havana Lounge in Ridgecrest, California has come up with an amazing promotion idea to help us out and to help out Cigars for Warriors. So basically, if you guys have not yet become a supporter of the Bakersfield Gentlemen, by starting May 1st through the rest of the month of May, he is going to match every donation made to Cigars for Warriors. So you sign up to become a supporter for $4.99 a month, he is going to give $4.99 to Cigars for Warriors. So you guys, if you want to help us out and help out Cigars for Warriors, make sure you guys hit that Become a Member link at the top of the page, or when you're commenting on our videos, hit that little teal shield with the heart. Thanks a lot, Hack, for helping us out with this. Hopefully this will help us out and help out Cigars for Warriors. Y'all have a great one.
And that's why I think that'd be the best way to melt the polar ice caps.
Oh, absolutely.
All right,
Absolutely.
Mitch, thank you. Yeah, Mitch was on board with us on that. We are actually pro global warming here on the Baker. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, I didn't say that. I didn't say any of that. Good morning, world. Mitch, how you doing, brother?
I'm doing good. How are you guys doing today?
Doing good. I'm glad to see you here. Although, truth be told, we're in the same city, so it'd be nice to see you in person more often. And it looks like
Soon.
our particular area is starting to clear up a bit. You know, those clouds are rolling away, so I'm happy to hear that.
But I was disappointed, though. I mean, the strip club opened, and then the same day it closed. It's like, well, come on, make up your mind.
Well, I mean, they probably got a little public outcry about that.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that to go over well. I don't think school teachers and
Schools and churches being closed, but strip clubs being open.
Not quite. Yeah, not quite what you want to see.
Yeah.
Especially if your business has been closed for 2 months and they're like, no, you're unsafe. But, this gentleman's club over here, we need them right away. No, that's not how it works.
Yeah. How do you
They're just
socially
gonna make
distance
money.
some of that stuff that you?
No idea. No idea. Real quick, Gerard, Jim, Cam, Tom, Peter, William, all you guys, how you doing? Great morning to all of you. Today we got our favorite celebrity in the world. We got Mitch Smith, our event coordinator for Cigars for Warrior. Brother, I know it's been a weird time, but how's everything going as far as Cigars for Warriors on your end?
On my end, it's pretty quiet. Obviously because we had the shops closed, but as far as Cigars for Warriors, they're actually not doing as bad as you would expect. They were smart, and they started thinking this thing through and thinking, okay, how are we going to deal with most of our donation centers being closed? And something they came up with, which I think was genius, was clear out your humidor. Hey, this is a great time to go through your humidor, see what you're not smoking, send it in for donation. That way, when all the shops open back up, you've got room for new sticks. And I think that was genius thing. So from what I hear, they're not doing as terrible as they expected. So that's good to hear.
Very happy to hear that. Yeah. I was a bit nervous, like you said, with the shops being closed, was the donation centers, and not that you have to get them to a donation center. You can send them direct, but sometimes when you are there and you're really not thinking about it, like, oh, okay, yeah, I can donate a stick right now. It's an impulse almost, or just your change or whatever. I'm sure that accounts for a good portion at least.
Yeah, and that's like every time that I go to the shop, the very least what I do is I pay in cash, and then whatever's left over I donate. So, I'm not able to do that right now. I do have a donation that when they open, well, I guess technically they're open, but when everything gets back to a little more normalcy, I'll be making sure I, bring in my sticks for a donation.
Nice, very nice. And before I give Frankie a chance to talk too, because I've been taking over. Are you much more pleased right now, knowing that you don't have to just talk to Frankie on the show? Because the last 2 times you were here, I was not on, and I was pretty sad about that. And then he wanted to kick me off this morning, so I thought it'd be better if we had a chance to talk versus this guy over here.
Still our best shows
it's
ever.
nice to see Miguel every once in a while. Yeah.
Thank you.
Every once in a while.
Yeah, considering it's his show and everything, it would be nice to see him on his own show.
Every once in a while, not every day.
I'm a small portion kind of guy. Okay, take little doses of Miguel throughout the week, maybe throughout the month.
Technically, I see Miguel every day, but I don't see Frankie. Lately, I have, but
he's done a great job. I think this is 9 days in a row. That's incredible.
Yeah,
incredible.
Now, Peter Smoking, he puts La Aurora Mr. White Gold pre-release. It's actually made in the La Aurora factory, but that cigar is actually a Sinistro cigar. I just started noticing that all the Sinistro wrappers now, their cello has the La Aurora stamp on it. I didn't notice that before.
I never noticed it either.
Yeah, so I think that's pretty neat that they have the La Aurora stamp on it. But yeah, it's made in the La Aurora factory, but it is a Sinistro cigar. And William says, SoCal living in Kentucky.
Hey, I love it.
Samuel got his package today. Excellent. Matt, how you doing? Kevin, how you doing? And Mark, how you doing today? You guys, today we are smoking the El Borracho from Dapper Cigars, right up the road in Fresno, California. Our buddy Ian Reith.
There we go. I showed a little better right there. Mitch, what are you smoking?
I am smoking the Kubo Sumatra, also by Dapper, and a nice chunky Toro. They call it a Gordo, but it's 6x54, so Toro, basically.
Yeah.
They call it the Gordo.
Yeah, we talked to Kevin about that on Monday, how everybody's sizes are different, and that's the one thing I think Cuba does right, is they have a standardized way of categorizing their cigars. If it's this dimension, it's this and only this. Not only that, they go by numbers. So a number 1 will always have this dimension. Number 2 will always have these dimensions. Number 3 will always have these dimensions. So I like that. It makes it a lot less confusing, but it is what it is. They may want to call it their extra long Robusto. I have no idea. That's up to them.
It's my extra medium.
You don't get all those really fancy names, though.
True. Very true.
See, as Frankie was trying to describe it to me, I believe he's like, I'm really in for communism and socialism. I wish the government would come in and run everything. I think that's what Frankie was really trying to get to. He just loves
getting there.
Yeah, he loves all these new rules and whatnot. He was wearing a mask before anyone said it was cool.
Yeah, but it was a Ninja Turtle mask, so
it's a pretty cool mask. Yeah, pretty sweet.
At least you have good taste in masks. Which one were you? Which color? Were you Raphael,
I was always Leonardo. He was always Raphael. So, which doesn't make any sense. You figure to be Michelangelo, but it is what it is.
Well, I don't like orange all that much. All right, give me a break. Whatever.
So as far as Cigars for Warriors goes, what can you tell us about how? Wow, sorry about that. What can you tell us about how the company got its start and what was the idea behind it?
Well, I should have probably researched this a little better, but from what I understand, it was a bunch of veterans, and they really wanted to figure out a way to give back to people that are deployed that I wouldn't say they get overlooked, but a lot of people don't think to send, cigars when they send care packages. It's usually, something from home, something that's, maybe food or some kind of comfort item like that. But there wasn't any kind of organization sending cigars. So a bunch of guys got together and decided, hey, we're going to do this, but we're going to do it right. And they just wanted to make sure that all their I's were dotted and their T's are crossed, and they became a 501c3 organization, which I think is great. And now they've got, hundreds of donation centers everywhere. And it's not just cigars that they donate. You've got to cover the shipping overseas. You've got Cigar Press magazine that's given free copies of their magazine. You've got humidors going out, travel cases. One of their corporate sponsors is Bovida, so they're always there. They get there fresh, ready to go. Um, it's just a really great thing that once I heard about doing it, I had to get on board. And we didn't have any kind of event coordinator in our area, so decided to sign up for it, went through the interview process, and I got Cigars and More set up with it. And I do a very small portion when it comes to Cigars for Warriors, at least locally. It really is Trina. She's the one that's there every day and talking to people, talking to corrections officers and the sheriffs that show up. And so she's the one that really gets the word out. And I think that sometimes gets overlooked. Event coordinators, we work directly with Cigars for Warriors, but really it's the shops. Hands down, she's there every day telling people about it. She takes care of the donation humidor, and she sends in the donations. So, I mean, if anyone should be applauded, it should be Trina.
Mm-hmm.
So
now, and Anthony has a question that we get a lot about Cigars for Warriors, and I'm going to give a quick answer. Then maybe you can talk more about it. I'm sorry, did I say Anthony?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Peter.
The bottom. Right?
Yeah, I saw Giannis and I went to the wrong one. 50-50 chance. He says, can you move the Cigars for Warriors, do officers pick through the cigars before giving them to the troops? Now, like I said, not too long ago, we met our first actual recipient from Cigars for Warriors, and he said he got a pack. He said like 20 some odd cigars with other stuff. So it doesn't sound like his stuff got picked through, and he seemed really excited about the stuff that he got. So I don't know if it happens, but from my experience with just this one, whatever he got, he was super stoked about.
Yeah, and my understanding is the individual requests it, not the unit. So it's addressed to the individual. So if you're the one doing the requesting, it's going to be addressed to you. I would say officers don't open your mail, so you're probably fine there. And yeah, from what I understand, they do get 20 to 25 cigars.
Mm-hmm.
So now if it was an officer that requested it, for his unit, then maybe he picks out the good stuff. I mean, he's the officer, so I guess he gets that right. But
yeah.
What is that old saying?
I understand, yeah, that they don't do that. Yeah.
I gotta say, because I've heard that twice now, and I don't see that being an issue. And even if it's an issue, it's not on Cigars for Warriors end. If you were to give somebody, let's say I gave Frankie $10 because like, oh hey, I need money for lunch or groceries or something, I'd give you $10. It's now your money. I can't tell you what to do with your money. Mm-hmm. It's still a charity. They're giving something without expecting return for anything else. They want to help out.
Yep.
And at one point, they can't have somebody overseas at each of these places making sure the cigars get where they go. That's an impossibility.
Right.
We kind of got to be on the honor system that everyone's taking care of each other.
Yeah.
And I think.
Yeah.
I
think there was some controversy a couple years ago about maybe event coordinators kind of going through the donations before they get sent to headquarters.
Yeah.
So they actually changed their policies just to kind of rule that out, to where the shops actually handle the packaging and the delivering to headquarters. That way the event coordinator is there to help, but they don't actually take care of that. And then it also gives the shops something else they can write off because they ship it, so they can write off that as a deduction.
Makes sense. And yeah, we were talking about, where is it? I missed it right here. As far as like tax write-offs and the shipping situations, Brian asked, how do they get donations of cigars if it isn't legal to mail cigars through the mail to Cigars for Warriors from a consumer? I know a licensed location can legally send it through the mail. I think that's why you want to team up with a shop location.
Well, from my understanding, you can still mail tobacco products through USPS. You cannot do it through FedEx or UPS.
Okay.
From what I understand. So I've never had a problem sending cigars. I like to send bombs out to random people. Actually, I have two that I need to do that. Ooh, I should probably get on them. Anyways, yeah, I don't have a problem with it. I send it, a flat rate box, and I've never had a problem with them When I go to the post office, that's not one of the questions they ask if you're mailing tobacco. The only things they care about is it breakable, is it hazardous, is it flammable, like, combustible. So I've never had a problem with it, and I've received packages in the mail, and they don't seem to have a problem sending them. So
yeah, I've never had any issue as far as shipping cigars.
Mm-hmm.
Then again, I also never mentioned that I'm shipping cigars. I think that's on me. I'm gonna tell you guys right now, everybody online. I don't care if anyone knows this. I don't ship cigars at all. I ship small, very dedicated leaf collections. I'm an avid collector of leaves. So what if they're rolled up really tight? And you can do whatever. As soon as it's yours, do whatever you want to cut it up and light it. That's fine. But all I'm doing is sending leaf collections through the mail. No different than the pressed flowers or stamp collection. It's the same thing. There's no problem
you're sending
there.
salads through the mail.
They're sending dry salads. They just need to be hydrated with a little fire. That's it. But yeah, I have heard that UPS and FedEx can't ship tobacco products, but I did not realize that the post office would be okay with that. Kind of thought it'd be the other way around, but
yeah, as far as I know, it is. I think companies can still send through FedEx and UPS, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Most of the things I get are like smart post, so they start UPS and then they end with USPS.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, that makes sense to me then. Yeah, okay. And where is Jim saying he guesses that it may have been a problem, but he doesn't think it's an ongoing problem as far as we're talking about the officers picking through stuff. I don't think it is either. I think that may be a once in a while thing. And
yeah,
I get it. If you ever get like a box of sticks with you and your buddies and you see a really good one, like, all right, I'm gonna grab this guy off the top real quick. I've seen that. It is what it is.
Sure.
They're still sending great cigars, whatever you're shipping. Really,
I mean, if you requested it, I think you should probably get first dibs. So
right? Yeah, I agree with that. But I would like to also point out that on Cigars for Warriors, and I cannot remember which site it was that Storm was telling us about, but there is a very good watchdog organization that checks on charities, and they really like to see the transparency. The charities have to do it themselves to supply all the information, but for, I believe he said, like 5 or 6 years running, they've gotten like a 98% on transparency as far as their company goes.
Wow.
And I gotta say, that's a very impressive rate right there. I'm gonna get the actual name of the website. I'll talk to Storm later, or at least I'll hit somebody up to make sure I get the proper name, because you can see it all online right now. They have all of their information laid out, so there's nothing behind the scenes that you can't check out. It's all right there for you, black and white.
Wow.
yeah, as a 501c3, I think they have all that stuff has to be public. So, and I think that's one of the reasons they went with a 501c3, just so it can be as transparent as possible and show you, there's very little waste. There's obviously they have to spend some money for marketing material and whatnot that you can have in the shops, but I don't believe nobody gets a salary or anything that I'm aware of, so it's all volunteer based.
See, that's impressive. I like that. And Matt said he actually had a problem with a box he sent out being returned to him when he tried to send it in South Korea. So yeah, I'm sorry, man. Yeah, their rules are so arbitrary sometimes.
Yeah, I apologize, you guys. They got the gardeners in the other side of the fence over here. Yeah,
Now, I could see different different countries having problems with that. I know, like in Australia, if you don't declare it, they fine you up the wazoo for it. And even if you do declare it, then you pay taxes. So I'm sure other companies, or I keep saying companies, other countries are the same way.
Yeah, it's gotta be much more difficult to get things overseas, to get things across the border in general. I mean, trying to ship to Canada can be difficult. And we share a border. It's some of those rules are really ridiculous. I mean, I get why they're in place. Even things like vegetables across state lines can be weird. So it's just it is what it is kind of thing. We got to roll with the punches. It's not like we're shipping diamonds or anything. A lot of this can be replaced. I get it, but it's still just a headache you don't want to deal with. I wish there was an easier, more streamlined way, but I'm not going to be starting a mailing service for cigars anytime soon. That just sounds like
it's probably a little bit easier if you're sending to an AFO or an APO than if you're just sending to a random person in a different country. But yeah, I agree.
Yeah. And Brian says, unless you are a licensed tobacco location, it is not illegal to send any. It's not legal. It's not legal to send any tobacco products through any mail, including United States Postal Service. All right. Yeah, I've never had any issue, but all right.
Yeah, we send packages of tobacco every month. You know, sometimes several times a month, and I've never had a problem sending stuff. Maybe, oh man, my allergies this morning. Maybe our mail person is really cool, or maybe it's kind of one of those don't ask, don't tell kind of things. But yeah, like we send prizes all the time, and I've never had a problem. We've had one package returned, and that was our mistake on the address, but we resent it, and it went through fine.
I don't remember that one.
It was a while ago.
Oh, okay. I was like, does that happen recently? Yeah. William says, as a Marine vet myself, it was amazing when I received cigars in the mail from my buddies back in the early 90s. It was like being back home for 40 minutes to an hour. I also get a few folks into cigar smoking while overseas. Glad to hear about Cigars for Warrior project. Very nice, brother. Yeah. And they're keeping it alive. They're keeping it going very well. Hardworking individuals.
Mm-hmm.
And that was another thing I was bummed about PCA, because we usually get to see a lot of them over there.
Yeah.
And now we got to wait until whatever comes next, really. I'm not even sure what that is.
And, the barn smokers are delayed. Barn smokers are very large income streams for Cigars for Warriors. Drew Estate likes to help out with setting up a booth and things there at every single one. And then Cats Fest, which is an event that directly benefits Cigars for Warriors, is the same way. It was canceled this year. It wasn't even postponed. So that's going to be a big hit. And that's kind of a way a lot of those people get together and kind of unwind. Kind of like PCA, just a little smaller.
Now, if anybody wants to help out Cigars for Warriors this month, I'm going to do a little plug here. Now is a great time to become a supporter for the Bakersfield Gentlemen. At the bottom for you guys on Facebook, you'll see that little shield right there with the heart in it. By clicking that, you'll become a supporter of the page for $4.99 a month.
Right there,
and what we're doing this month, because Hack was awesome enough to put this challenge up to everybody. For everybody that joins this month, we have about a little over a week left in this month. He's going to match that dollar for dollar and donate that in one big check to Cigars for Warriors. So if you become a supporter of the Facebook Gentleman up until the last day of the month, we're going to give him the final number of new supporters we have, and he's going to donate all of that to Cigars for Warriors. So you'll be helping us out with $5, and you're going to be helping out Cigars for Warriors for $5. So if you guys are able to do it, please take advantage of that.
Yeah, that is incredible.
Yeah,
Thank you so much.
Awesome. Yep. Yeah,
thank all the guys.
That's a really selfless thing.
Yeah,
100%. Yeah, but that group of guys are some really cool people,
mm-hmm.
and I can't wait to get over there and play some poker with them, lose some money or a couple of cigars at least, because I am no good at poker. I'm gonna tell you right now. And then Richard says maybe the Bakersfield Gentlemen should start their own cigar shipping service. No matter where the order is, Miguel will personally deliver them to their door. I don't know if I like that idea at all.
Well, I mean, it doesn't have to be this Miguel, but it could be a Miguel.
Oh,
so we hire only Miguel.
Yeah, there you go. So you always have Miguel hand delivering your package.
I'm okay with that, actually. Yeah, I'm down.
And then Peter says that the Bell Burners Club is one of the largest donations for Cigars for Warriors, and that's awesome. I know there's a lot of different clubs. You have the Barrel Burners, you have the Ash Holes, you have Distinguished Ruffians. There's a bunch.
That's the Loyal Order of the Water Buffalo.
That's right, them too.
Yeah.
And it's great that they all donate. It's fantastic. And Brian says, just don't say it's tobacco that goes through, but it is a risk. Yes, agreed. So during lockdown, can we legally get donations to Cigars for Warriors? Yeah, through the shops that have donation centers is your best bet. Just going to any shop, sometimes they won't even know what you're talking about. So finding your local donation center is probably the best way to do it. If you guys are in Bakersfield, ours is at Cigars and More on Rosedale Highway in the Hooter Shopping Center. And, we have a nice USA flag humidor behind the counter. And it's got all the signage right there. So if you guys want to make a donation, you guys can do that. They take not only cigars, but cutters, lighters, humidification packs, travel cases, magazines, gift cards, cash, coffee now, which I thought was really cool. Did I miss anything?
They do have a new corporate sponsor that does it's kind of like, it's not chewing tobacco, it's like coffee grounds, but it's it's caffeinated. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head, but it's packaged like chewing tobacco, but it's just coffee grounds.
I think I saw them on Shark Tank.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's freaking awesome. I gotta hop on this train now. I'm gonna go buy from them because that is incredible. I'm glad they're helping out. And I saw their product because it was like when I saw it, I remember them marketing towards like guys who are playing baseball, like replace your chew and have some caffeine instead. And this is pretty smart. Dang, I did not even realize they were still around. I just, you watch a TV show, you kind of forget, especially Shark Tank. There's so many freaking products on there. Gosh, dang, that is cool. I want to try that now.
Yeah.
Got me all excited. We only got 4 minutes. I want to run away in a minute and go buy that. As soon as the show's over, I'm gonna hop on that.
But they already replaced chewing tobacco in baseball with Big League Chew.
I don't know about that. I'm just gonna say
right.
Yeah.
But how's your Kubo smoking?
Is smoking great. I keep ashing it just because I'm wearing a black shirt and I don't want to be that guy. But it's great. Like, I haven't had a Sumatra in the morning with coffee, and it really brings out like just a little bit of spiciness, but then there's that like a big hit of sweetness. It's really good.
Nice. Anything in particular as far as the coffee goes, though?
No, it's believe it or not, it's kind of hard to get. I just do K cups because I'm lazy, but it's been kind of hard to get K cups that are something other than store brand right now. They're always out of stock. So
I was even looking online to start ordering some. I was like, nah, I'll do it later. It's fine. I can just keep drinking. I don't even know
I've
what
been
it is.
thinking about it. Yeah.
It's like
I heard lots of good things about Janus Tobacco coffee. I know Bob the Cigar Guy just did a collaboration with those guys. So I'm kind of looking at it, but I do K cups, so I have that little tiny filter that you can make your own singles with. But I'm just really lazy in the morning. I got to have my coffee before I can do anything else. So
that's why those things are so great, though. You pop it in there, you press a button, it's done. There's no filters, there's no nothing. It's just do it for me, please.
Yep.
I need to be awake for this.
Yeah, the water dispenser that we have has hot and cold water, and it has in the middle of it a spot where you could pop in a K cup. It's pretty cool.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Saved my life. Oh my gosh, I love that thing.
Oh, and it's called Grinds.
Thank you, Tom. Appreciate
Grinds. Yes. Yeah.
Jim, that'll be a Patreon level that's not even real yet. To watch a video of Miguel running, that is a terrible plan. You guys will lose all respect for me.
Although, you have been juicing and you've been losing a lot of weight.
I could feel it.
You can really see it. It looks good.
Appreciate it. But I think running is the next step, though. Honestly, Hack, you're right. Want to keep it going with the healthy stuff. Got to do some kind of conditioning sooner or later. I'll do this. One morning it'll just be water. One morning it'll be coffee. The next will be grinds. And we'll see which one really works. Let's do that. I know you can legally return cigars through the mail. What is that?
Because the shop produces a label.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I just saw the V. I got confused. I'm so sorry. Because
so if I'm translating what Brian's saying correctly is, if you want to send cigars to the mail, guys, get your own labels and make up your own cigar company, like Bakersfield Gentleman Cigar Co. Put that label on there. Like, oh man, this must be totally legit. I better send this.
No.
Boom. Done.
No, I think that's what they call it. It's fraud of some sort. Yeah, I don't like that at all. That's a bad idea. I'm gonna say I'm all for a free market. That's a little too free at the moment.
Yeah, I never understood why, if it's a legal product to purchase, why they would give you such a difficult time mailing it to someone. I can understand if it's hazardous like gasoline or something that you want to send through the mail. But
Yeah, there's no special handling requirements for tobacco, so
they just don't crush it.
yeah, I think probably the
Don't-
biggest thing is just the taxes. Because the person you're sending it to, let's say somebody buys them in, Pennsylvania or something. There's no tax there. And they send them to you. You know, California wants their cut, wants their 62%. I
Yeah,
think
they
that's
do.
what it ultimately comes down to.
Yeah, that honestly makes the most sense.
I wonder if
yeah.
I wonder if there was a way for Cigars for Warriors to put on their website like a blank mailing thing, and you could print it at home so that they know where it's going, kind of a thing, to help with the mailing issue. I wonder if that was a possibility.
That sounds like it could be helpful. I'm just honestly like Brian even saying right now, I didn't know some of the stuff he was talking about. I never really thought about the mailing issues as far as tobacco goes. I know California, or is it nationwide where they passed you got to sign for certain packages of tobacco? I think that it was a nationwide thing.
I think so, because I heard a lot of guys complaining about it.
I don't know how
I
they
haven't had it
that
yet.
though, because we've gotten luxury cigar club package, smoking package. Just got a shipment of Olivas in, and I'm getting a shipment of Vivas in today, and I haven't had a sign for anything.
Me neither.
So
Yeah.
I don't
Maybe it's
know
over a certain dollar amount.
Maybe.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I've not really ordered anything huge offline almost ever, honestly. So I doubt if it is that I haven't hit that threshold as far as monetarily speaking.
It may be different right now too. Like I just got yesterday. I just got a 3,000 count tower humidor in.
Oh, here we go.
And I didn't have to sign for it because they're like, yeah, with this whole coronavirus thing, we just put coronavirus in the signature.
So the virus
you don't have to sign.
The virus owns your humidor now. That's what they're saying.
Yeah. So tell us more about the glorious humidor, Mitch. Tell us more about your
No. I was just saying.
I do want to see it in person. I can't wait to come check it out, man. It's awesome what I got to see online. Did I see that you're already starting to get it to temp and whatnot?
Yep.
That's awesome. Okay.
Yeah, I've got like a gigantic dish full of beads, floral beads in it.
Yeah, I saw that.
And actually, I got some good suggestions when I posted it. I always thought you put the humidification device at the bottom because I figured it was kind of like humid air is the same as warm air and it rises. But apparently that's not the case. So I did some research and humidity typically falls. So you want to put your humidity devices up at the top so the humidity falls.
I guess that kind of makes sense.
So I did that.
So
I tested it. I have a little Bluetooth meter in there. I put it right in the middle, had the beads on the bottom, and it was climbing, but very, very slowly. I put it at the top, and it climbed much more significantly after that.
Nice. What kind of humidification device can you use in there?
I have a Oasis Magma 2, but I ordered the 3, the Wi-Fi version. But it gets here next Wednesday, so I'm just doing this in the meantime, just to get it started. But I'll probably still wait the 2 weeks before I load it up.
Oh wow, you have to wait 2 weeks.
It's a big guy.
It's just like a regular humidor. Yeah, I mean, I don't know for sure, but I don't want to wipe it down and worry about it possibly swelling up too fast or anything. So yeah, I'm gonna let it sit for 2 weeks. Get completely acclimated, then I'll move all my sticks from my smaller humidors in, and I'm going to get rid of the old humidors.
Nice. Now, have you already picked out? Okay, this is where my aging's going to go. This is where this is going to go.
No. I may have to rent out some space though.
Oh yeah.
I definitely do not have enough sticks. So,
Hack wants to know what brand is it.
Oh yeah.
I went with Quality Importers, only because it's the wife wanted something that would match the decor of the house, and so most of our cabinets and stuff are black. So this was the only black one that I could find that wasn't like $3,000. Prestige Group is another group that does these types, but they have one called the Remington, which is their cheapest one that's black. but it does like refrigeration also, so it like cools the cigars at the same time. And I just didn't have the cash for that, so one day.
One day.
Well, one day you're just gonna have a walk-in humidor at your house. You don't have to worry about that.
I don't have any room. I was really thinking about it. People were like, just make a closet that, but I don't have any open closets that I could do that. Plus, I don't have power in any of the closets, so it'd be a definite, rip it out, put some electricity in the room, line it all with cedar. This was just the cheaper way to go.
Yeah,
Jess doesn't need a closet.
You tell her that.
Yeah, tell
no, I mean,
go ahead. Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Mark says, what about the bean cans in the acrylic container or a glass jar for getting it to temp?
I have used those. This is kind of the same thing. You can buy these on Amazon. They're floral beads. They're really, really tiny. And then when you put them in water, they soak up to they're like those kid things, Orbeez.
Oh, okay.
Where they swell up with water. It's the same thing. I use the same thing in all of my my humidors. I take out the foam out of the small little active humidification devices. I break the foam out and I replace it with beads. And it's super simple because either I get an alert saying, hey, we can't keep humidity, or I can just look in and see the beads are starting to shrink up really small, pour a little more distilled water in, and I'm good to go.
I figure you just get one little Bovita, tossed it, and you're good.
Yeah, one of those little guys. I actually use
just the real small ones.
Yeah,
it's totally fine.
A little 8 grams. Yeah.
Or wrap the whole thing in a really big Bovita bag and just seal it on top. Boom, done. I'm sure they make one that big.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm sure they do. Yeah.
We got Moonshine Rob checking in. How you doing?
Hey, brother. But you check it in late because we are over our time by almost 10 minutes.
Yeah. But I did want to say before we leave that I really appreciate what Hack is doing. When those guys opened that shop, I mean, it's something that community really needed. There's no cigar stores around there, and they didn't just open up a shop and just sell some sticks and that's it. I mean, these guys are, from what I understand, they've gone to Tobacconist University.
Mm-hmm.
They're certified now. So, I mean, when they got into it, they really got into it. So kudos to them.
Yeah, and they're awesome guys. I mean, if you guys ever get a chance, you got to Ridgecrest, I highly recommend it. I mean, you guys will not be disappointed.
100%. Yeah, such a great group. Some of the best barbecue I ever had, and barbecue sauce, by the way. I know that's not totally cigar related, but I think it's close enough.
Close enough.
You got to try it when you go out there. Called the shop. I don't know if you're mailing it right now. It's friggin' phenomenal.
It's all about the camaraderie. And hey, cigars and barbecue sounds like a pretty good pairing to me.
No, it is. It is.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so for those of you that just joined us, you guys, if you haven't already become a supporter of the Bakersfield Gentleman Facebook page, hit that teal shield in the corner. And when you sign up for that $4.99 a month to support the show, Hack is going to match that for everybody that joins in May. So not only will you be helping out the show, you'll be helping out Cigars for Warriors. So if that's something you guys are able to do, please take advantage of it. I think we got like 10 days left in the month. So let's, really push it, and let's see how much money we can raise for Cigars for Warriors.
Yeah, I would love it, guys. And then other than that, I think we got this one in the bag. Mitch, thank you for joining us this morning.
Yeah, no problem, guys. Anytime.
All right. I guess we're going to wrap it up for today, but we will see you guys again at 2 p.m. with the guys from Luxury on. Ben actually called me yesterday, and they're like, hey, Frankie, how's it going? I'm like, no, this is Miguel. Oh, I saved you both as Frankie. All right. What do you call it? So don't forget, check in at 2 o'clock, guys. It will be on the podcast too, so if you'd rather listen, you can listen anywhere you get podcasts, really. And other than that, you guys got anything before we go?
No.
All good? Mitch, you good?
I would say just follow Cigars for Warriors either on Instagram or Facebook.
Yes.
It's a little slower right now, just because of what's going on. But every day they usually post, someone receiving their shipment and sharing it. So it's a great thing to actually see where your cigars go.
Yes.
Yeah. They got some awesome pictures on there. So yeah, definitely check that out. Thank you, Mitch. All right, guys. We'll see y'all later. You have a great day, and we'll see you soon.
See you guys.
See you guys.